What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it today, and we are out in the shop. We're getting into something a little different today. I've got a buddy of mine over here, Han. So Brandon and I go way back with Hondas and painting cars and stuff. I used to paint cars back in the day, and now he paints cars for local police department. He's been wanting to paint a car for me for a while, and we got to talking about the El Camino project, and I told him it needs some body work, whatever, and how I want to do a cheap paint job on it in the backyard. He's like, no, we're not doing that. So he come over today. He's going to help me do some stuff on the El Camino. We're going to try and get some body work stuff done on it for whatever reason while we still got a nice, semi-nice day out here. So he's out here pulling a dent out of the door right now. And let's see what it looks like. Look at him go, pulling dents.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, clean one owner.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be nice, but I think you've tried to convince me that we need to make it semi-nice.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe a pearl, maybe an...
Oh, Lord, no.
Oh, yeah.
No. You gonna do some metal flake?
It's already basically straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
You just gotta
A wooden arrow
fine tune it.
chiseled by a butter knife.
I'm thinking we do from here down, just like our chip guard.
Dude, I like the idea. The chip guards never fail.
We'll get that done today.
Yeah, the chip guard would cover up a lot of that stuff down there. Dude, honestly, it might not be a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie, it might not be.
Heavy texture.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
We're gonna have to make a stop at the O'Reilly.
Yeah, like there's enough of this junk down here.
That's it, man. We're done here.
Yeah, shit, let's spray it. All right, well, I'm gonna set up the camera here and just start seeing what he wants me to do. This is his world nowadays. I don't paint cars anymore, so he's got to tell me what to do for a change.
Yeah, I'm nervous on the surface, I look fine. My brain feels heavy, my traumatized mind. And I'm so tired, I can't feel my eyes. Whoa, whoa. I'm petty, but I know how to lie. I feel feelings that I can't describe. I'm not breathing, but I'm still alive. Whoa, whoa. But I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time, so I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. So I'ma give it everything, I'ma give it everything I got. I'ma give it everything, I'ma give it everything I got. Why do I still have hope? So many days have passed. I wait around for things to change, but change has not come fast. I'm asking all the questions, but then I question them. Like, what's the point of living, existing when you can't see a God in flesh? I'm looking for the answers, they say to pray instead. I think I'll find them one day.
All right, so my buddy Brandon left, and you saw there we kind of just put our heads down and grinded, literally grinded. We didn't get a whole lot done today, but we got quite a bit done today. I think we talked more than anything. Hadn't seen Brandon in a while. We don't get to hang out much, and he finally chipped out some time in his day time in his life to come and help me do some stuff on this El Camino. He's painting body guy, so he likes doing this stuff. And he knew I was trying to paint it and stuff, and he's like, well, I'll come help you. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna backyard boogie this thing, just scuff it up and shoot it in the backyard. And he's like, no, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna spend a little bit of time trying to make this thing a little bit nicer than you're trying to make it. And like I said, I used to do paint and body stuff back in the day. I kind of gave up on that stuff. It's messy, it's nasty. It makes my garage a disgusting mess. Can't touch anything in here because it's always dusty. But we did get some stuff done there. I got the car back over here, and I'm gonna mess with it tomorrow. I gotta sand some I'm gonna mess with it tomorrow, sand some of this body filler stuff we spread right before he left. I'll get that knocked down tomorrow. And then got another spot I gotta put some fiberglass on, and then I'm gonna try and fix this rust spot on the wheel arch in the rear. and then hopefully get that all knocked out, get some primer put on the filler spots before the end of the day. And then I want to go ahead and get, probably go ahead and get the roof sanded and ready, and then go ahead and try and get the door panels off, get the mirrors and lock cylinders and stuff off the doors, and get that stuff done. Depending on how much time I have and how early I start, I'm going to try and work on this passenger side as well. Passenger side doesn't have as much stuff wrong as the driver's side. Yeah, so this side isn't as bad as the other side. There's a little spot back here I got to fix right where the roll pan meets the quarter panel there. Obviously we got to sand through a bunch of this primer and kind of see what's beneath it. There's a little spot there at the bottom of the quarter, and then the bottom of this door needs a little bit of work. There's a little spot right there. And then we'll go through and just, door right there. But we'll basically go through and just sand a bunch of this down. This fender doesn't need as much as the other fender, so it might be a little, nah, it's not terrible. Yeah, this spot's the worst spot. I'll grind all that out. We'll fix that, a little something there. Maybe something up here, little stuff. And then this down here, a little rusty spot. We need to grind that out, see what that looks like. May have to patch in something there, depends on how bad it is. But like I said, not gonna get super carried away with this thing because it doesn't have to be show car quality. We're planning on taking this to his work and hopefully touching up the sand job. We'll probably go over the whole car, because right now I'm kind of sanding everything in like 80 grit, but we'll maybe go over that at his work with like 220, and then we're going to primer the whole thing in this weird high build primer stuff that he's got that he says is pretty wicked stuff. And then once that sets for like a month, because it'll, with the weather changing and stuff, it's probably going to shrink up quite a bit here and there, so we'll let that set. We're actually probably going to bake it in the booth as well, but we'll bake that, let it sit for a month or so, and then hopefully get it back up to his work. And then we'll guide coat, block sand everything, mask it all off, wash it, prep it, put it in the booth, and spray it another day. So in theory, we got about 4 days, 3 or 4 days left to work on this thing. Not too bad for a little quickie paint job. He took the header panel and it's fiberglass too. He was going to fix some stuff on it. So he went ahead and took that with him so he could fix that while we've got about a month before our next day. We're going to try and grind on this thing together. So anyways, I'm gonna go inside. It's getting dark, and then we'll get back at it tomorrow and try and finish up that side again, and then make our way over to this side hopefully, and maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe I can get some stuff done tomorrow. All right guys, so we're back out here for the little second day of some little quick prep work here, or some leftover prep work on the El Camino project. We're trying to get this thing ready to paint it. My buddy Brandon was here yesterday. We were doing a bunch of body work, and we kind of ended the day right before it got dark. So I've got a bunch of body filler and stuff I've got to sand out. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and this thing doesn't sit inside, so I've got to finish up some body work on this thing, sanding some of this body filler down and getting some primer on it and stuff before it rains. I've got a car cover and stuff to put on, but I don't want a bunch of moisture to get absorbed into the body filler, and I don't want a bunch of moisture on the bare metal spot. So I've got to try and get this knocked out today, get it in primer, at least this stuff over here. And then depending on how far I get will determine what I do next on it. Or like I said, we're trying to get this thing ready to just put a little cheap paint job on it. And I don't really have this much time to spend on this thing. I shouldn't be messing with it right now, but yesterday was the only time he had available to help me for a while. And we've been trying to get to this for months. He was going to come out and help me do this. I try and steer away from body work, like I said before. I've done body work and painted cars for years, and I've just, over the years, getting more into building motors and wiring and building cars and fab work and stuff. I've tried to step away from the body work stuff just because it's nasty. And it's really hard on my knees trying to get down there, getting low on these cars and stuff. So I try and steer away from that. So it was nice to have somebody come and help me for a change. And I painted some cars, like I said, for Brandon in the past, and he was a big help yesterday. Kind of get me motivated to try and knock some of this stuff out. We want to drive this thing in the spring, and we want it to look decent. So anyways, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna set up a time lapse, and we're just gonna start sanding.
Yeah. I'm nervous on the surface, I look fine. My brain feels heavy, my traumatized mind. And I'm so tired, I can't feel my eyes. Whoa, whoa. I'm petty, but I know how to lie. I feel feelings that I can't describe. I'm not breathing, but I'm still alive. Whoa, whoa. But I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving many days have passed. I wait around for things to change, but change has not come fast. I'm asking all the questions, but then I question them. Like, what's the point of living, existing when you can't see your God in flesh? I'm looking for the answers, they say to pray instead. I think I'll find them one day, but with a helping hand. I know that it's not easy, but I believe I will. Yeah, I'll get over all my fears and really conquer everything. I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up, I'm